G'day and welcome to Duckzorly Gaming and episode 4 of our early access preview of Dusty Dave Modding's upcoming map, Penberlan Deluxe Farm. So we have skipped ahead a couple of days here. In the previous episodes, what we had done is we prepped, and as I just remove the grass from that, we'd prepped and ploughed and planted fields 2, 3 and 9. And basically throughout spring, we're just waiting effectively for the crop to come into harvest. We don't have any animals as yet because we need to make some money to get some animals in. So we skipped ahead. So now we're coming into the first day of summer. The first day of summer has hit, and we've got a little bit of work to do. So if I come back into here now, you'll notice that our grass crops, our fields, which being 6, 7, 12 and 17, we can actually collect our grass or make it as hay and store that up ready to go. Now, what we do need to do as well is we need to get some hay and grass and just general bale storage. So we're going to have a look at that a little bit later as well. But in the meantime, we just need to head off to the store as we have something there waiting for us apparently. I had a special order that was delivered unbeknownst to us, and we're going to go collect that. So we'll meet you over at the store. So we just came out of the office, and the staff in there have told us that our delivery is just out in the yard. Now, we've been given the keys, but it's a very nondescript key. We don't know what it's actually for, so let's go and have a bit of a look. Well, there you go. Surprise, surprise. We have a big M. Now, I did say we weren't going to have a big M on this map, but it seems that this is a brand new limited edition Duckzorly Lord of the Grass edition Big M, a 2018 model. So it looks like we're going to be testing that out and using it here on the farm. So thankfully we have got some fields that are big enough to use it, but it'll certainly make light work of it. So let's jump in and just see how we go getting back down to the farm with it. There we go. Look, even the screens have been personalised for us. So looking good. Really good looking model, this one. So we'll see how we go. And off we go. As you can see, I've paid for some advertising flags to go up as well, so we can promote the business. So hopefully that'll get us a bit of extra business as well and make people aware that we're selling some stuff. And we'll be good to go. Now the first big trick's going to be this bridge down here. See if we can get through it. Certainly won't be able to get through it if we're unfolded I mean, but we'll see how we go. This lane is fairly narrow in itself. We have to watch out down here near the church. Padre DoughBoy is not there at the moment, I don't think, but strutting his stuff across the sidewalk. It's alright, we'll wait for you. This time. So we'll head in there later. We've got one of the fields over near the towards where the chickens and the sheep are that we can mow as well. So the plan at the moment is we are going to mow and tether, most likely with the Vermeer, because we're going to make sure that we're going to fit through here okay. And it's certainly a tight fit, but we do make it. Yeah, so we're going to use the Vermeer and turn all the grass into hay, and that's what we're going to use to bale up and store for our sheep and our use from here going forward. So we did talk about as well about having some bale storage. So the plan is basically hopefully we can raise a bit of extra money and we can get a bale storage shed or a barn or something up and running, and then we can store everything in there, and then basically once we've got one or two of our grass fields sort of with their yield putting out the grass, and we've got our hay bales stored up, then we'll then plough in the grass, and we'll turn them into another arable crop of some sort. Right, this could be a bit of a tight squeeze. Now, truth be known, there is a bit of a collision actually on this gate, I've noticed previously. It does extend out a little bit further than what's expected. That's what I think. I'm just getting caught up on there. No, there we go. Right, so we'll also notice that Dusty Dave has used that wonderful change of texture, so we can certainly see when it's been mowed from a distance afar, so that's great. There you go. So this is the Duckzorly Gaming 2018 edition Big M. I would like to thank Andy, otherwise known as GTX, previously of GTX Mods and now part of LS Mod Company, who is also one of the guys that's brought us the barn sheds and the barn storage, which we'll see a little bit later. But he helped me out in just fixing a couple of issues I had with fixing this one up. But it's a great unit. Now this Big M has recently been updated. Andy was able to fix, instead of waiting for giants to fix it, to do the widespread. And that's exactly what we're going to use now. So I'll use the key N to just lower, to raise the blocks there, and then we'll have the grass come flying out the back, and we'll be all good to go. All right. So let's, without further ado, get this mown. So as you can see, apart from the previous Big M's, we've got a wide spread of our grass. Now, why is that better than the windrow? Isn't the windrow better? Well, no, not really, for 2 points. Number one, realism, because particularly for when you're doing hay, you don't want a big windrowed heap. You want to spread it out so as you can maximise your drying time to get your hay, and it just makes it a lot easier. The other thing is too, obviously, is your yield in picking it up. What I used to do was I'd run the Big M, and then because it's a 13 metre wide spread, in using like even the big swadro, you had to sort of be carefully sort of judging to sort of bring the rows in fairly close, so you could actually bring 2 rows into one to sort of maximise your time, or alternatively do a trip up every row that the Big M has done. So this helps you sort of maximise your productivity, in my mind anyway. So, but anyway, it's done, it's dusted, and we're very pleased that we've got a Big M with the widespread now. So thank you, Andy, or GTX, for all your hard work that you've done. I mean, you brought me the Big M, so you've made my my time in Farming Simulator as one. Yeah, thanks for all the work you do, and thanks to all the other modders, like including Dusty Dave, that they do and bring us all these wonderful mods and maps. And we certainly hope that our wonderful, talented modders we have throughout the Farming Simulator 17 game, and from 15 and before that, will stick with us and be around for Farming Simulator 19 at the end of the year sometime. So it brings me to another point. Farming Simulator 19, glue. There's a glue factory. Gotta be. We've got horses. Now, yeah, okay, jump on me. Come on, RSPCA, whatever. What other use are we going to have for horses? Now, I did read somewhere where someone was saying that you'll sell them, and their height and size and all that will garner what you get for them. Well, I don't know. I think you're probably just better off just selling them to a glue factory. I mean, that's what they're realistically used for, like other than they're no good for racing or whatever else. I can't remember what it is, but they produce a lot of, it's not collagen, it's something similar to that, but that is very good for glue, and that's where the term, well, certainly the term that's used back here is basically when a horse is finished, you send it to the glue factory. So, by the way, that I am joking about that, about sending all the horses to the glue factory. In real life, I wouldn't send them all to the glue factory, but for the game, why not? So we'll have to wait and see what Giants are going to do with horses, but they've basically all but confirmed that horses are coming. So we'll have to wait and see what we're going to get to do with them. Anyway, back to the map at hand. So as you can see, this looks great. And Dusty Dave with the textures and all that sort of stuff. Really looking forward and enjoying this map already. Obviously we're only 4 episodes in. Did I say this was episode 3 or episode 4 at the start? I might have stuffed it up. I'm always doing that. Anyway. But yeah, it's a really good rework of Penberlan Farm. I spoke about that ad nauseum the first couple of episodes. I'm not going to go back and do that again. But yeah, no, it's very good. Very relaxing, enjoyable, and it's not overly taxing, so you're not sort of worried about what you got to get to and get to do next, because they're all fairly small, well able to be handled. Alright, so there's our mown field. So what we're going to do now is we're going to fold this back up, head back over to the farm, and we'll grab a tractor and a Vermeer, and we'll get this one tedded up. Now I did say too in one of the other episodes I thought the traffic wasn't going through this road. Well, obviously, as you can see, it does. So at both ends there is traffic, which is good, although it can be a pain. It doesn't seem to be as quick as what it used to be, which is good. The amount of times I got hung up here on this corner in Penberlan was amazing, but probably more to do with my bad driving more than anything else. Alright, we'll go back in cab now. Again, we're going to be driving fairly slow because we've got narrow roads. These trees are a lot closer than what it actually seems at times. But what we will do is, no we won't, we'll leave field 6 for now. Alright, so bring it into the yard. So yeah, so we're very happy to have our Big M. Like I said, even though we said we did say we probably weren't going to use it on this map. I think it's a part of my identity now, effectively, and the map just doesn't feel the same without it. But in saying that, I can cope without it, as can be seen on the Valley of the Old Farm series, where I'm just using what I've coined the Big A, a little Massey Ferguson. I called it the Big A because it's the first of the Big M type machines, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway. Alright, so we'll park him in here. Alright, so yeah, that's the Duckzorly 2018 edition Big M. And no, sorry, it won't be available for distribution for obvious reasons. Okay, so next we'll go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. What are we going to do? What do we take the little Massey? Take the little Massey. The Vermeer should be over there, which it is. Alright. We love this little tractor. This is the tractor that comes with the Platinum DLC pack. And it is. It's really a wonderful little tractor. And for someone that doesn't normally play the little tractors, it's really, really fun to drive. Okay. So grab the the Vermeer. Now, the Vermeer is a I'm having trouble tonight. Windrower and tedder. So it will put the grass into rows as well as tethering it, so it turns into hay. And that's what we want to do. It's lightweight, it's older style, it's fantastic. So doing the dual function as well means that we don't have to have two different tractors out here using up fuel, maintenance costs, all that sort of stuff. Now I know we're pretty safe, we don't have to worry about traffic coming that way, so we'll just head on out. This time though we'll check and we're clear. Okay. A very basic unit. We'll lower him down, turn him on, and as you can see, outputs hey laughing. Alright, so now what we'll do is we'll just zip on around here, and we'll deal with this. And then the next thing obviously we'll do is bale it. Now I'm not too sure whether we've got a square baler or only a round baler. I think we've only got a round baler at the moment. So round bales it will be in the interim. Now the other thing is too, what we need to consider is if we're going to go with cows, we're going to need to get a stockpile of silage bales, because we don't have a silage fermenter. I mean, we could put one in, and certainly that's one of the things I did previously on Penberlan Farm. Over at the back of the farm sheds, I sort of took that field that was a grass field currently, and concreted it up and used it for some placebooks. But I think this series we probably won't do that. We'll just we'll do the silage bales. So it means we'll have to get a wrapper and do all those good things. So we've got the Coon DLC. We've got lots of different options available to us. I have also got the straw add-on DLC as well. Not that I've got it enabled for this map, but if I need to, I can use some of the equipment out of that if I wanted to. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see how we go. Okay. So I know we won't be seeing anything from Eustace, well, not anytime real soon as from when I'm recording this, because Eustace has gone on a bit of a trip. He's gone on a holiday with his lovely wife, and so he'll probably be a couple of weeks before he gets one out, but that'll be probably about the time this one is viewed, although I'm looking at ramping the schedule up on these just to showcase the map and that a bit more. But have to wait and see. But I do thank Eustace and Dusty Dave for letting me get my hands on this one. It's good fun. Alright. So I think we haven't got any rain on the forecast as yet. So if we really wanted to, we could leave this out for the afternoon, or for the rest of the day. But we can't leave it after midnight, because then seasons mod kicks in, and decides to eat it all away. A little bit unrealistic. That's probably one of the things I'd like to see fine-tuned a bit with seasons. I understand of it degrading over time, but not to the point of the amount that it degrades overnight at the moment in the standard version of seasons. It's probably my one main gripe with seasons itself, but we just deal with it. Alright, so we're almost finished. It's just a matter of coming up and baling. And that will most likely be in the next episode, because we don't want to make these episodes too long. Again, we're trying to maximise the amount of time people are viewing the video, where they are viewing it, because not for anything else other than just the fact of making it easier to watch, hopefully. Missed a bit through there, that's alright. Won't be too picky about whether we miss stuff. What we'll do is we'll just do a quick screenshot just for for the start of the episodes. What I might do is I might actually start the baling and then finish it off camera, or come back to that in the next episode. Might be the way to do it. I'm also going to have to work out, I think I've got the flatbed for the Volvo, for the AR pack, in which case I should be okay. I should be able to do my auto pickup of bales, because you really do not want to see me stacking with a fork. But let's see how we go. Alright. Bit of a blind spot there. Looks okay. As the dog goes for a little walk past. So that little field 6, I probably won't take the big M into that. I'll probably just use the John Deere and just use the front mower. But we'll have to wait and see. Things change, they're fluid. Only because I keep changing my mind. Alright. I'll park the Vermeer back here. Well, there's our bale collector, actually. So we don't need to worry about the trailer, the truck, the truck, because we've got the bale trailer. So that's all good. So what we'll do is we'll bring him into here. We'll take one of the bigger tractors out with the baler, just so we've got the horsepower we need. Well, it's wrong key. What have I got running? Left the Dodge running. I didn't even drive it anyway. Okay. So any, many, miny, mo. What are we going to take? The 7726s or the 8727. Let's take this one. Okay. Before Farmer Klein gets hold of me, take off the front guards too. Okay. CFK, I brought the steering wheel down. Got to be happy with me, seriously. Alright, so here's a little baler. Okay. And off we go. So I do encourage you that when you see Penberlan Farm, well, I'm sorry, we'll start that again. It's a bit of a tongue twister. When you do see Penberlan Farm Deluxe on the Mod Hub, please make sure you download it, go check it out, and then chuck a couple of likes, minimum of 5, on the Mod Hub, on the website, just so as Dusty Dave can see how much you appreciate his wonderful work. All right, off we go. I think I got the auto unload script running on this. Obviously not. So it's going a little bit slower than I thought. That's okay. So we'll go back in cab directly and let's bring that up. Let's see. I'll actually try and keep it in a relatively straight line. Alright, so we have got the auto unloading script. That's okay. Right, so we'll go back in cab and we'll do it this way. Certainly a lot quieter this way. Something to be said about mowing and baling. I find it very relaxing. So all we'll have to do is once we are finished with this, we'll have to check to see how much it is to buy a barn storage, whether it be a barn or a shed, and work out where we're going to place it. But that'll be a problem we have to work out in the next episode. So we've basically got to about 30 minutes now. So what we'll do is we'll sign off from here, and we'll come back and finish off some more grass work on Penberlan Farm Deluxe in our we're on the same game day for sure. But as we're waiting on our rest of our crops to come into harvest, and we continue on with our gameplay on this wonderful soon to be released map by Dusty Dave Modding. And until then, this is Duckzorly at Duckzorly Gaming, wishing you a wonderful afternoon, morning, evening, night, no matter where you are in the world. Look after your loved ones, and we'll talk to you again very, very soon. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.